Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you so much again for giving this opportunity. I just want to cover up a topic about IT crisis management. Before I move on to the session, I just wanted to introduce myself. A quick introduction about me. I'm Rambat Arul, born and raised up in Coimbatore, and I did my BSc Mathematics in Hindustan College, and then I continued my masters in the MBA in Coimbatore, and after that, I got an opportunity. I accepted an opportunity in one of the MNC company in Chennai. That's where my IT career has been started, and beyond that. I got two different opportunities in two different MNC organization in India, and I decided to jump to a different organization because I would like to have more challenge and more into one technology. So I jumped into a different organization, which is Tata Consultancy Services, and I was working for TCS in India for 4 years of time in Chennai. And in 2012, I got an opportunity in overseas. That was my first on-site opportunity in Netherlands. So I landed to Netherlands in 2012 and I continue working for TCS close to 14 years. And beyond that, I recently, got a different opportunity, which is a company called Genmap. It's a medical product-based company. It's a Danish company. It's a Denmark-based company. They operate from Denmark, Netherlands, US, and Japan. And here I am a senior IT delivery lead, and yeah, so that's my career, which is continue and going on. Beyond that, my hobbies, I drive a lot in the European countries and like to travel a lot. And just to understand the culture and their traditions and a lot other things, which I'm quite interested to learn. And sometimes I do some gaming with my son, who is 10 years old now. And my wife and my family, they're all along with me in the Netherlands, and we continue living here. And once in a while, probably once in a year or once in 2 years, I'll come down to Coimbatore and see my the rest of the families and friends and spend some time my holiday in India. So but unfortunately I couldn't come to India for last 4 years of time due to my business and as well as the COVID situation. I hope this year I want to come and spend some time. I need a break. That's it. Something about me, a short introduction, and then I would like to more of talk today. Rather than giving a lot of slides. Last time I did a few extra slides, but this time I would like to make more of a talkative discussion between all of us. Uh, yeah, so crisis management, this is something, I'm quite interested in this topic in the recent days, at least in the last 1.5 year, we are all, come across with a crisis, either in a professional way or in a, in a personal way. This is something in a big lesson learning for all of us. And I just wanted to share some information how the IT industry has been, taken, this crisis and how they have been, taken into the next level and how what prevention has been taken, and wanted to share some ideas about it. So crisis, this is something it will happen at any point of time for all of us, either in a professional or in a personal way. So we have to be prepared. We never know what is going to happen for the next minute. So in that manner, I feel like don't fall into an isolation way. We have to be prepared even for anything. We do it. We have the plan B, plan A, plan B, plan C. So something like that, we have to be prepared in our personal way as well. It's not only for the business, and also we have to be prepared in a personal way, right? So that is something we learned it from a lot of crisis. uh, Preparation. So this is something have to be prepared, to avoid any kind of an isolation situation. Your business has to run. It can be anything. The world was upside down last few 1.5 year of time. So many things has been gone in a very wrong directions. But however, uh, as an IT organization, it could be in a smaller sector, it could be in a large organization. They have been prevented, they have been prepared in a many way, because this is not the one crisis they have seen it. They have been seeing lots of crises, right from when the time when IT was booming, right? So I just want to share what are the preparations we have done, and how it helps us, and what are the lessons we have learned, and what are the safety and security measures we have taken in any circumstance, and how we supported our customers to avoid any impact to the business, right? So first of all, preparation, this is must. So we're all have the crisis management team, either in the organization, or in any sectors, I would say. Have to be prepared. What kind of some things can be avoided, some cannot be avoided. We have to face those crises, and I would say preparation is must. It can be overnight. We have to be prepared. There's a lot of things happen, especially in the COVID situations. All of a sudden, the old world was upside down. The country has been announced a lockdown, and employees could not come to office, and employees has to work wherever they are. So it has been enabled. IT enabled it, to all their employees. That kind of a preparation, it has been there always, and just a matter they have to execute it very well. So the execution is also very important when it comes to avoid any kind of a business impact to any of the customer or any sectors, right? There are certain things which can be avoided, but there are certain things cannot be avoided. We have to overcome with those challenges. The first thing is, employees are the most important people in the world, right? Any business, anything which is running, because of us, because of all of us, right? So we are most important people, which is requires day-to-day operations has to move on, right? So first of all, the employee care was, been very well taken care by the organizations. Most of the organization actually, at least the work, my previous employer, they have taken most care about the employees. Number one. Number two is, what is required for the employees to work, right? So all the IT equipments, everything has been dispatched to your homes, and they have been uh, 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 they can deliver their day-to-day operations wherever they are from. So not only from the people who are based in India, the people who have been based in abroad, the people who have been gone for a short-term business trip, they are all stuck wherever they are. They could not travel back to their home country. So many things has been happened. So everything has been, there's a crisis management team has been formed, and they have been executed very well for each and everything. First is employee care, business operations. Employee has to come back to their home country. They might be stuck somewhere else because they have been gone to some other country for a business purpose, and many other reasons, right? So there are a lot of reasons where people could not make it happen their day-to-day life. So that is something, employer has been taken very most care of it, and they have been executed very well, to take care of their employees. That is number one part. And number two is, they have been planned. What kind of that is most important thing for the crisis management team. So they have to plan it very well in advance. They have to execute it, and the most important thing is the employees, their protections, and those are the most important things, right? uh, and then um, identification. So what are the identification I can see, right? Learn from the incidents. There are a lot of crisis incidents, especially if I can take the flood in Chennai, uh, which is unexpected. We never been expected there's a flood in Chennai, or the COVID situations, which has been not been expected, right? So it can happen at any point of time. So how we can handle those kind of situations, that is most important thing. Many organizations, what they have done is they have been dispatched their employees to different cities. They have been dispatched to because the complete Chennai was flooding, and they could not operate because in India. So at least in south of India, I would say Chennai and Bangalore and a few other cities are the major IT hubs. So the major, at least for my previous organizations, I would say a lot of things were happening from Chennai, and they have been very well executed. They have to they already have the BCP locations, not only within Chennai, with the different cities as well. So if Chennai is being down, Bangalore will be operational. All the deliveries will happen from Bangalore or Hyderabad or Mumbai or Delhi, wherever it is, right? So there is always a BCP plan which has been always available, and we also execute once in a while. I think every 6 months we have to execute the BCPs as well, which is also important for their day-to-day operations and also not to have any impact to our customers, because we don't want to compromise on the the day-to-day deliveries which is we are delivering to the customers, because that is most important thing, that is our day-to-day business. And of course, we are all working for the revenue, and we are all working for our day-to-day bread and butter, right? So that is something, we have to be make it happen for at any circumstances, without compromising any life issues or any employee cares. No compromise on those things. We have to execute. That's most important matter for the crisis management team, right? So that is something, we have been executed very well in any circumstances, especially last COVID situations, which is unexpected. It has been traveled a long way, a long year, 1.5 year of time. And even now, I would say most of the people are not completely back to their normal life. And at least in Europe, I would say, we started coming back to a normal life. The schools are open. People started going back to offices. And this is also one of the stress for the people as well. Work from home is something, we are not used to it. Even myself, when last year March, when it has been announced the country has been locked down, and we all started working from home, probably 1 week, few weeks we can manage to do it. But it's become more of a stress for all of us, which is not in a usual way. And especially, I have my colleagues who are also based in India. They don't have the right infrastructure, they don't have the right channels to work also. This is a lot of stress for the people as well. And of course, the employer has been given a lot other safety measures and the cares which has been executed. For example, I would say everything has been become an online platform, so everything has to happen in a digital way. The yoga classes, or the stress release classes, anything which will help you to avoid your stress, your family protections, everything was happening in a very online way. But yeah, this is very, not an usual method we do it, but however, it has to be done in this way at this point of time, because we are come into those kind of situations, right? But yeah, which is not an usual way work from home. And of course, later point of time, there is no other option. This is the only way we have to execute uh, our life, our day-to-day life, right? uh, so yeah, this is something, which has been executed, which has been very well mannered, delivered to all of us, and which has been less impact, I would say, for our day to day life. And especially in my companies, the where I worked, where I'm working everywhere, there's lots of care which has been delivered to the employees. So because especially some of the companies I heard, they don't wanted people to come to office, even if the situation when the situation was coming back to normal. And the people, I mean, company has been instructed to avoid public transports, because it's not only for their work, it's also their life, their family life, so which has to be taken more care of it, right? And lot of travels, lot of business, everything was, which was planned to execute a lot of things in 2020, which has not been executed because of this crisis. There are many sectors which has really had a very good business, even though in this crisis situations, especially in the retail markets. Whatever it is, the retail has to be open. We need our daily, bread and butter. So the retail shops were having a lot of business, especially in this time. But some of the sectors, like the travels and hospitality, so completely there is no travel happening. The flights are completely stopped, and especially in this travels, their business has been hugely impacted. And also the gas and oil and gas industries has been a lot of impacts. They have a huge revenue crisis. Of course, every company have seen the huge crisis. Some have been, well protected. Some of them been try to overcome. They try to recover as much as they can from their previous businesses and many other sources. Uh, I would rather say, at least in the IT industries, it wasn't a huge crisis for all of us. Many has been lost their life. Many has been lost their jobs. They doesn't, have in a situation completely isolated kind of a situations. And this is a huge story for all of us, right? So that is where, most important preparation, prevention, and identification is more important. And right now we are all, I can say, especially from the IT industry, we are recovering, and a lot of business has been coming up now. And I can see a lot of requirements, recruitments trends are also happening here, and not only in Europe. I also see it from the Asian market as well. The industries are coming back to the normal life, and I would definitely say we are in a recovery mode now, and a lot of opportunities, a lot of things are happening. Last 1 year, people have been and have a very difficult life. There's a lot of lessons has been learned. At least now, at least it's coming better. At least it's coming slowly, coming better way. I think we have to take this opportunity and help ourselves and help all of us, in a situation where we can avoid those kind of situations, or make it a better prevention or better preparation for all of us to lead our life in a normal way, right? So I would say that execution is most important. Whatever the recovery mode we are doing it now, execute the mitigation plan always. That is most important thing as well. Like I said, it can happen any point of time for any of us, but we should have a plan B always in place. That's what I would say. It's not only in a professional life, it can be in a personal life. And also, if you have some plans, or if you have some plans, don't keep it one single plan. Probably, it will help us to make some plan B as well. If this is not happening, what is next? We don't want to be isolated at that point of time. So that is something, I personally learned it in my life. From the professional way, I learned it something in my personal life as well. Of course, I've been in those situations. I've been isolated in many circumstances, and I think it's not only for me; it's for all of us. We have to we have learned a lot in this crisis. Yeah. So from coming back to the business life, we I would say this is really a comeback for all of us. We are recovering the businesses. We are started hiring a lot of people, not only in IT sectors. In any IT sectors, I would say IT is not about the software development or anything, right? So IT is everywhere now. So IT is in travels and hospitality, medical system, biosystems, everywhere. IT is a main source for all of us, right? Even in the banking sectors, the financial sectors, everywhere, IT is playing a major role. Of course, there are a lot of impact happened for IT as well. But how we protected, I can give you another example. There are, like I said, the travel and travel, sectors has been a huge impact, and oil and gas is also having a huge impact because of the airlines was completely blocked, and the consumption of the oil and gases was completely, it's become very less or very minimal or completely zero, and the revenues has been come down. So what we can do, because our Indian IT companies, it's in a huge big organizations, we have 400,000 of employees, plus 400,000 plus employees working for each and every organization. So we have to take care of the employees, right? So because firing, termination, this is something, it happens as well, but that is something, wanted to avoid at any point of time. So what we have done is, the business which is having a less impact, right, or completely no impact, so there we found a lot of, we just wanted to grow the business, and we have made sort of business and moved people from the business where they have been impacted and moved them to the different businesses where there is a lot of requirements were there, especially in the retail market, which I said. All the food stores were operational. Whatever the situation is anywhere in the world, only the food markets, the food stores were completely operational. So there is a huge demand for those areas as well. So when there's a demand, there is always a requirements are there. So more people from, some sectors where we have an impact to the sectors where we need people. So that is something, we try to protect our employees, and it is a benefit for the employee, it's a benefit for the employer as well, because there is a business which is developing, we need people. So employees who are available from a different sectors, they can be moved to the different sectors and, help the customer and make them end of the day, we have a job, we have a work, and at the same time the customer also have a needs, and the customer also required people. And this is something, we it's kind of a rotation process, right? So we have to move people from, one place to another place, because, sitting at one place, probably, we are not protected always. Of course, we have to move around and see the different part of the world as well. So that is something, we wanted to that's what, most of the MNC companies that does it. Yeah, and yeah, so we like I said, no, now from the IT standpoint of view, I would say we are in a recovery mode, and a lot of recoveries is happening, and a lot of business development which is also happening. And of course, from the after the recovery, we there is a lot of things has to be, we have learned from this crisis. There are some things which is not gone well, which is probably absolutely has gone well. So take it out, what are the learnings you have it, take it out, and take it forward, to avoid those kind of mistakes, those kind of things which has been, gaps, fill it those gaps in a better way to avoid any kind of situations, to avoid those kind of situations happen in the past, to avoid in the next in the future tense, right? uh yeah, sorry, I have to little bit rush, because I have a few meetings which I could not avoid it, unfortunately. uh so but uh my point is, crisis can happen at any point of time, and we have to be prepared and prevent some crisis, and identify the reasons, avoid those reasons. And when you come to a recovery mode, you have to develop your business as well, and take into monitoring. So after the crisis, I think once everything is normal, and we cannot just let it go the business as it is, right? So it is something we have to monitor how the business is running and how it is going on. So what we can help to develop the business, how we can grow the business. We have to develop the business for the customer as well as, and also for all of us. So that is something most important. And always there is always a lessons which we can take away from any incidents which is happening in our day-to-day life or in a professional life, right? So that is something I would like to share it with you all, uh, which will help most of us in our day-to-day life, in a professional and also in a personal way. So that is the point which I want to share it with you all. And yeah, if you have any questions or anything which you want to ask, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer as much as I can. Any questions, anybody?